Dun, 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 dun. Welcome, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by, having already showcased the original North American VHS for the pilot episode of the Flash TV series from the early 90s. I thought it only made sense to showcase this. I'm doing both of these videos to celebrate the release of the entire original 1990s or early 1990s Flash television series coming out by Warner Home Video on Blu-ray. Freaking awesome. I've got the DVD collection, and I never thought in a million years they'd ever, do new scans of the show and put the show out on Blu-ray. So I don't know when this is publishing. I'm like shooting this mid-May, so it might be published right before or right around the time, right after. In June, when the Blu-ray collection of the original Flash, the original series, is supposed to come out. So right now I haven't seen it. I'm excited to see it, but at any rate, I'm stopping on by this time to showcase what happened was sometime in the show. I don't know how many two-part episodes there were, but this was definitely a two-part episode where Mark Hamill appeared as the Trickster. And what they did basically for this home video VHS release is, obviously, if you've got a two-parter episode, it's going to be a feature-length, both parts, the first and the second part. If you combine them, it's more or less a feature-length movie. So at some point, Warner Home Video had the brilliant idea and said, well, we can put the Trickster episode, the two-part Trickster episode, out on VHS. And what did they do? Call it The Flash 2. Revenge of the Trickster. So I'm stopping on by to showcase my original North American VHS of The Flash 2. Revenge of the Trickster. As we can see on the back, package design and summary, copyright 1993, Warner Home Video. Taking a closer look at the front cover, actually I really like this cover. It's just so comic booky and colorful. The Flash 2. Revenge of the Trickster. And like I say, it's not really The Flash 2, it's just a two-part episode of the TV show combined into one feature-length show, basically. But they call it The Flash 2, Revenge of the Trickster. And when this came out on home video in '93, it's not like I'd seen every frickin' episode of the series or anything, so I didn't know that this was just a two-part two-part episode combined into a feature-length movie. And then when the DVD came out, the complete series on DVD, I should say, when that came out and I was able to see every episode, I'm like, I see what they did there. I think, it's probably called, the episodes are probably maybe called Revenge of the Trickster Part 1 and 2, but yeah, it wasn't until then that I realized that The Flash 2 was actually just a two-part episode combined into a feature-length movie, which is, I have already said, probably 8 times so far. So, getting back to the front cover, I mean, how cool and colorful is that? On the top, we've got The Flash 2, Revenge of the Trickster in green, a really cool, colorful shot of the guy, what's his name? Yeah, whoever plays the Flash, it's him, John Wesley Shipp there as the Flash, so colorful and cool. And then you've got the lightning bolt and Mark Hamill there as the colored-haired, evil-grinning Trickster. Taking a look at the right spine, we've got early 90s Warner Home Video logo, The Flash 2, Lightning Bolt Revenge of the Trickster. Closed caption logo, digitally processed in a different image of John Wesley Shipp as the Flash. More of a head-on view. He looks so serious. Stereo. Catalog number 12334. They stuttered when they did this catalog number. Color 92 minutes. A red VHS on a black rectangular box, and hi-fi. And I'm pretty sure the VHS of the pilot said Dolby Surround, but this one doesn't say Dolby Surround. It simply says stereo. Taking a look at the left spine, I think it's identical to the right spine. Top of this VHS, The Flash 2, Revenge of the Trickster, looks like this. Taking a look at the back, we've got barcode up top corner. The DC comic superhero shows his stuff. See, this is what I'm talking about. This being not rated, you might be a little bit concerned about that little thing. Shows his stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a very good phrase or whatever. That's more for if they did like an adult version of, you know, the Flash or something. But anyway, a serious ass picture of John Wesley Shipp being serious in the outfit. He's thinking that they're not paying me enough for this. I think that's what he's thinking in that picture of the Flash. Ladies and gentlemen, the trickster, that devilish Houdini on laughing gas, will now attempt his greatest feat. No, don't expect him to pull a rabbit out of a hat or wiggle free from chains and locks. Instead, the trickster will conjure up the world's most shocking vanishing act. He wants to make the Flash disappear for all eternity. The crime-fighting adventures of the world's fastest human continue in The Flash 2, Revenge of the Trickster. John Wesley Shipp dons the built-for-speed red bodysuit to play the fleet-footed hero, and Mark Hamill is the crackling nemesis eager to turn Central City into Tricksterville. He may have a powerful ally in his quest. He's hocus-pocused the Flash into joining his side. As we can see there, a couple small images, Mark Hamill as the trickster in tights, and John Wesley Shipp in an action flashing picture. Abbreviated credits under those two images there, red line with all of your important information underneath. They even have to say Star Wars, trademark and copyright, Lucasfilm Limited. Early 90s Warner Brothers logo and all important warning copyright information not rated can be found on the bottom corner. Closed caption logo, digitally processed and stereo, and once again Dolby Surround is absent from this packaging. Taking a look at the VHS cassette itself, standard sticker for the early 90s Warner Home Video. Black up top, white in the middle, and black on the bottom. The Flash 2, Revenge of the Trickster. Yep, we've read all this stuff already. Very ominous FBI warning copyright information can be found in that scary black portion of the sticker on the bottom. Taking a look at the spine, no sticker on the spine, but just like with the Flash Pilot VHS, we've got Flash 2, comma, the Warner WHV, which would mean Warner Home Video, and another number there. None of this is the catalog number that I think I read before, yeah, because that's that 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. So I don't know why none of that, and why that number isn't on the spine. I don't know what the hell all these other numbers mean, but they sure know what they mean. You've even got a barcode there. Guess that about does it for the showcasing. Fingers crossed that the frickin' Flash TV show looks amazing on Blu-ray. God, it looks like I'm not flipping you off. Fingers crossed, you should do that way, I guess. Fingers crossed that the show looks smashing on Blu-ray. Like I say, this might be published sometime before, sometime after, right around the release of the series, the original series from 1990 on Blu-ray. Honestly, you know, with all the Flash TV show that they did for WB or whatever the hell it was for over almost a decade, was it? I think it was under a decade. You think they would have done the Flash original show, put it on Blu-ray sometime around when that was happening, but maybe they didn't want to take away from the steam of that, you know, that show and the Blu-ray releases of that show, so they waited until that show was done and all on Blu-ray to do this. I guess that makes sense as well. But at any rate, feel free to let me know what you think about the original series coming out on Blu-ray. Are you excited? Are you not? Are you gonna get it? Are you not? Thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, we'll catch you on the next video.